Could it be that the Messiah who is coming like a son of man represent a human manifestation of the Ancient of Days? Could it be? Is it possible that the two divine figures in Daniel 7:13 represent the highest revelation of God in the world? Let us look to Jewish evidence of the relationship between the Son of Man and the Ancient of Days. I'd like to start this discussion with a wonderful article. Actually, let's wait here. With a wonderful article called The Kingdom of Greece, according to Daniel. It's a commentary on Daniel by Rabbi Schwartz, an Orthodox Jewish rabbi. He explained in the article that the Messiah, if you look at the word, he says that the Messiah, the Son of Man will come up to the Ancient of Days. The words I want you to focus on is this word. You see the word ve'ad? Everybody see this? Ve'ad, it's mean up to. He's going to come up to the Ancient of Days. The word I want you to really pay attention to is the word ad, up to. It's literally mean up to the level. He's going to come to the level of the Ancient of Days. It's a very important word. Here's what Rabbi Schwartz says. He says that the Messiah will be on the highest spiritual level in terms of the revelation of who God is, of revelation of Hashem. But he stops short of saying that Hashem, or that the Messiah is Hashem himself. But here is what he said, and I quote, listen to this amazing understanding. He said, the Son of Man come onto the clouds of heaven all the way to the Ancients of Days. The Hebrew term ad atik yomiyah, or up to the Ancients of Days, suggests that the Son of Man will reach the highest spiritual level, which we cannot even speak about. It will represent the ultimate revelation of God, of the Ancient of Days. This is the King Messiah. In essence, he's saying he is going to come to the level of God in terms of revelation. When we see him, it says we see God. In terms of revelation to the physical world, the Son of Man represents, in essence, the full manifestation of God's attribute. Listen to the book by a man named Rabbi Chaim Kramer called Messiah, How, When, How, What. That's a very important book. He says this: the connection between Kevar Enash, the Son of Man, and the Ancient of Days is learned from Daniel's vision. In essence, the connection between the Messiah and Hashem is learned from the vision. The Atik, the word Atik, the Ancients of Days, this is a very esoteric explanation, but I want you to listen to it. The Atik, the Ancient of Days, includes everything. Time and space. Yes, it transcended all. It yet transcends it all. The soul, you know what the soul is? Nefesh. The soul of the Messiah, who is called Ancient of Days, is rooted within who? It's rooted within the Ancient of Days. The soul of the Mashiach is rooted within Yud Hey Vav Hey. This is as close as you're going to get to Jewish explanation of the deity of the Messiah. So pay close attention. The soul of the Mashiach resides within the Ancient of Days. And he is from this level. Who? The Mashiach is from the level. You know, if your nefesh is rooted in something, this is who you are. The Mashiach is from this level. That all the powers will be drawn. And since he transcends time and space, the Messiah transcends time and space. Do you know a human being that transcends time and space? He transcends time and space. Mashiach, listen to this, can transcend every transgression, overcommitted and rectified. The transgression that happened 2,000 years ago, today and forever. Because he is timeless. For since he can transcend everything that we have ever done, he can bring each person to a state prior to having sinned. It's unbelievable. Now, we found that the Mashiach is rooted in what's called the Keter. The Keter is what we call in English God the Father. What is the root of the Mashiach? God the Father. Literally mean crown. One of God's heavenly manifestation. We'll talk about it later. Now listen to the end of it. The lofty level of Atik. We can now begin to understand how the Messiah will rectify the world. Do you understand what he is saying? He's saying that the Mashiach is timeless because he is rooted in Yudei Vavei, who is also timeless. That's why he says he's coming up to. He's coming up to the throne. How can a human being come up to the throne? He's coming up to the throne because he's in the level of Yudei Vavei. He's a manifestation of Yudei Vavei.